Listen to every word she says. No questions.
I've just hired virtually the world's most expensive PR agent.
But I'm actually obsessed with you. I would do that for you.
Yeah, we got it.
This is just great.
She was like, so many words to describe it. What's the best one?
So how many days, hours, thousands of messaging years has it been?
It's been like 5 years.
It's been a long time.
It's been 5 years.
And finally we're here.
And it's so funny. We were in a group chat, and I actually saw you were in the group chat. This like beauty founder, beauty
Yes.
boss group chat.
Yes.
And I was like, oh, Katrina's here.
Yes.
And I was like, I'm just gonna message her because I met her.
Yeah.
She was amazing. She was so nice. I'm sure she won't mind me just stealing her phone number.
That was really sweet, and I was so happy to get that message. I was like, oh, that's so sweet.
We were sitting down, we were talking. I was learning so much about you. I told you I'm obsessed with you. You have such a sense of purpose, such a sense of who you are. You know who you are as a person. I find it very inspiring.
Thank you.
I'm very inspired.
Thank you.
You give off so much woman boss energy, and I'm so here for it. And I want to know, as a Hindi actress, at the peak of your career, why did you decide to then move into makeup? Because that's a big move and a scary move, I'm sure.
It is and it was. Since a teenager, I've been obsessed and passionate about makeup. It almost became this form of self-expression that I didn't have otherwise. I was a really shy teenager.
I don't believe that.
People don't believe it. I was so shy. And I don't know, makeup somehow gave me this form of self-expression which allowed me to create this glamorous persona.
Wow.
Quickly as a model, sitting in the chairs of some of the best makeup artists in the country and then even in the world, I was always sitting there observing their techniques, asking them questions. Okay, why are you smudging the liner? Why are you using the concealer here? Why are you using lip liner? And I think very quickly I learned all these techniques and I kind of realized that, okay, listen, I know my face really well, and I know what I want to look like. And very quickly, I started doing most of my own makeup.
Wow.
And I know what I want. I guess I just always knew also with my characters in
Yeah.
films what I wanted to translate on the screen. That was something I really enjoyed. But slowly what started happening is I realized, okay, I really know what I want for my product. I know exactly what I want this product to do. And that kind of created this desire. I kind of saw this, okay, listen, there's a little bit of a need here. There's a gap here for really high performance makeup, high quality products that deliver.
Especially on stage.
On stage,
And
on film.
dancing
and dancing and all these things. So as an actor, I've also been the face of many leading brands.
Yeah.
So you're on set, you're creating an
I
ad
saw your
film.
face on a billboard on the way here.
Great.
Really big
Well,
billboard.
I've loved that, and I've had so many incredible moments, but there's also been moments where I kind of felt this obligation to kind of match up to the certain standard or stereotype of beauty that in some days or some
that.
months or some moments where I didn't quite match up, I felt a certain sense of judgment, like I didn't deserve to be there if I wasn't looking perfect or looking my best. And I think that sense of judgment kind of struck a chord with me emotionally that kind of hurt. Because you don't look your best every month.
No,
and
of
sometimes
course.
you don't look your best some year also. And you're like, okay, so does that mean I don't deserve to be here? Is it just about a physicality?
Right.
And I think that's really what drove the whole emotion behind the K community that I really wanted to create, which is where there really is no standard or stereotype of beauty. And everyone's accepted, everyone's beautiful, everyone fits in. And that's where our tagline came from, was that it's K to be you.
Yeah.
Like, it's okay to be you. However you are, it's K to be you. And then K is also like my name, Katrina.
I love that. And just talking to you, I see that you have such a purpose in being here. And especially when I'm talking to you, I'm like, this woman is here for a reason. And I love that.
And I think that's the emotional motivation and intention behind starting the brand.
The purpose.
I think that's the purpose,
Yeah.
yes. I think individual expression and really self-acceptance, to me, I think you really are a huge role model for so many women all across the world. And I think everyone sees you as honestly the OG kind of, I don't know what the right word is, influencer or a beauty blogger. I think you created that space, and that's huge for you to have kind of carved that path out. What I want to know is,
Tell me everything.
A, what inspired you to do that?
Yeah.
And B, because you started out as a beauty blogger, so you were literally much like myself, using so many different brands and products every single day. What was that one turning point that made you say, okay, I'm gonna launch my own brand?
I don't know if I wanted to launch a brand right away. I had this crazy thought inside my head in the beginning that in order to be a beauty blogger, you're almost like a starving artist. Because before, people didn't pay you. You know, like now to be an influencer, it's that nice life. It's the Instagram life. You know, you're on trips and all those things. That didn't exist, you know, in 2008, 9, and 10. Well, I'm a starving
I can't
artist.
believe when I hear that 2010 vlogging. I just went quickly. What was I doing in 2010? I hadn't even heard of social media. I hadn't even heard of that.
Yeah,
and you were already doing that then.
It was a long time ago, but you know, to be honest, I love the space now. I love where the space has evolved, but I definitely can see some of the challenges also as it's evolved too. People sometimes forget that beauty is exactly what you were saying. It's self-expression. It's a sense of our identity. It's really important for us.
Yep.
You know, when we don't feel beautiful, sometimes we don't feel adequate. We don't feel good enough.
We don't feel worthy.
We don't feel worthy. We don't feel like we even have value in being here, and that's so sad. But it's also remarkable how putting on a lipstick will make you feel better.
Yes.
You know, just doing your eyebrows sometimes will just give you that boost of confidence.
That's the transformative power of makeup.
Exactly, and that's what I became obsessed with as a child. I grew up in Middle America, felt really ugly. Nobody looked like me where I grew up.
Nobody looked like you where you grew up. I mean, I know that feeling as well.
Yeah, exactly. And I feel like when you have those issues, you feel like, okay, well, you know, I don't look like everyone here. I look weird. I don't represent the beauty standards of that space where I live. So I thought I was ugly.
And how am I supposed to look? You're almost kind of uncertain of how am I supposed to look.
These
and
are my
you're searching
features.
for these role models. Yeah.
Yeah, and I remember very young, I was like, no, I'm blue eyes is what means you're beautiful.
Yeah.
Right? Don't you? You know what I mean? Yeah. You know what I mean?
So obviously you did your makeup on so many sets. You also had to keep up with trends because trends are constantly moving. And then you got to experience so many makeup artists doing your makeup in, I'm sure, so many different ways.
Yes.
I can only imagine.
So many different ways.
So many different
There
ways.
was many a moment where you're staring into the mirror like this going, no, not like that, no, not
But how did you bring that into the development process and the R&D and everything that you've done with K-Beauty?
So we work with an incredible team at K-Beauty. Once we first, have decided what are the upcoming trends and what are the products that we wish to create, what is a consumer need that we're trying to solve for.
Right.
We then work with, I think, some of the world's most incredible labs and manufacturers into making that product a reality. And of course, you know what goes behind it. There's the formulation, there's what ingredients it's gonna be, there's the texture, there's the consistency, there's the need for the Indian skin tone specifically, so what specifically will suit Asian skin, and also our climate.
Right.
We live in a really humid and hot country a lot of the time, so there's product stability, and it's a lot, but that's the part which for me, just drives me. That's the part that motivates me because that's my true love. My love is the makeup. Like that's what I'm doing it for.
I love that.
That's what we're doing it for.
What product are you most proud of?
Creme lipstick, which is our new launch. The reason for that being is all my career, I never put a lipstick like that on my lip. I take a lip brush, I'll take the lipstick, and I will blend a little bit of lip balm into it because I like my lips to feel a little bit like moisturized.
Yeah, they look really nice.
But
They look really nice.
But I still want that color payoff.
Yeah, of course.
So
of course.
I think this is that perfect product which does that.
Oh, I can't. Well, you're going to put it on me later, right?
I'm going to. We need the Huda seal of approval.
I can't wait to try it.
Way we've seen probably growing up of how cosmetic brands are advertised, you really created and carved out this path which now today is called an influencer, which you are the OG influencer, so you don't really need any influencers. So I think that must save you also a huge amount of budget because you don't need anyone else when you're Huda. But what is the ways that you see, how do you see social media and what are like the ways that you communicate your product to your consumer?
You know, it's really interesting. You said it before about our community. Right? Our community is everything. When we create a product, we create a trend, we create any type of even technique in applying it, they're the ones who are like advocates for what we do. And honestly, it's all up to them. You know, we can take a product that is completely irrelevant or a technique that is maybe new. And because they are so plugged in, they will just
spread the word.
They
and
spread
get
the
that
word.
message out
Yeah,
there.
they spread the word. They really are everything.
Yeah.
We just, we don't pay influencers for reviews. I think influencers deserve to be paid for content creation because it's amazing.
Yep.
But for reviews, even if I want an honest review, they will be nicer when we pay them money. And I've seen it before because we did a couple and I could see they were really trying to sell our points. And I was like, I want your honest opinion. You're not going to give it to me.
That's critical feedback you're getting.
Yeah, we just maintained what was true to us,
Amazing.
Yeah, I think that's the most important thing. So there's so many celebrity beauty brands popping off everywhere in the world. But K-Beauty has done such a tremendous job in standing out. You have your community, you have your point of view, your purpose, and who you are, just the reason why you're here. But also, how do you make sure that you're here for the long run and you're differentiated, and also how do you advertise as well? Because again, we don't have the money that all
No,
these
we don't,
companies
and I'm
have.
reminded of that all the time. Every time I'm making a campaign. Excuse me, budget. But yeah, I've always had this belief that only step into business if you are sincerely passionate about what you're going to do, and also if you have something new to add in that arena. And I really believed that with K-Beauty, we had something new to add, and I was really excited about that. Like, I knew that this was going to resonate and this was going to connect with beauty lovers. When it comes to advertising and getting our message across, or what is communicating with our K community, all the ideas come from us. And the whole ethos behind It's K to Be You was something which was so important for me to put out there. And it's something I have to still remind myself about every single day. So for example, I'll be sitting talking with my husband or getting ready for an event, and I'll be complaining about something about my physical appearance, or saying I'm not happy with the way I'm looking and I've gained weight and I'm not comfortable. And my husband will sit there and go, aren't you the one who keeps telling everyone it's okay to be you, and it's okay to be you however you are and just how you are? And then I'll kind of look at him and be like, do you mind? But at the same time, it's like that gentle reminder that, hey, one second.
Yeah.
This is what it's about, and this is why I started this, and I have to apply that same
No matter how hard it
kindness
is.
to myself.
Yeah, I think it's so nice to hear, though, with you, a beauty icon, feeling that way as well. It's nice to hear that we all have those days where we don't feel our best. It's so funny how sometimes your brands can actually help us, like through our own processes of beauty.
Yes.
And accept ourselves and
yeah.
love ourselves and appreciate ourselves.
Really, they can.
Yeah.
But listen, it's been, am I right in thinking that it's been 10 years now, Huda?
This year actually marks 11.
This is year's 11.
Yeah, we didn't launch makeup then, but it's 11 years from the brand, yeah.
And you've achieved, I mean, it's
thank you so
incredible.
much.
It's an example to
Thank
everyone.
you. I mean,
But
you're doing the same.
what is coming up? Is there anything like what are your next big goals? Because you've
Yeah.
achieved so many of the
you're
big
so sweet.
milestones. So
Yeah.
what's next for you?
I think the next chapter for Huda Beauty, and this is gonna sound really weird. This is gonna sound strange. But when we launched just with lashes. When we launched makeup, we were afraid to launch with makeup, so we just started with lip liners.
Wow.
We tiptoed into being a brand because at the time also influencers hadn't been successful with brands.
Yep.
And now we're playing in the complexion game, which I am very passionate about complexion.
And it's the most difficult.
It's the most difficult. So I know this is going to sound really bizarre, but I hope people will understand and appreciate how much time we've been in the labs. We've been spending with some of the top chemists in the world to create some really beautiful complexion products. And I mean, maybe people already think of us as a serious beauty brand, and I do too, but I want people to really see us as one of their go-to complexion brands, because I feel like that's always given me confidence.
To me, that's the ultimate test for a
Right?
makeup brand.
Don't you- you know what I mean? You know what I
You know it
mean.
is.
Yeah.
Because complexion and,
Yeah.
if that's a complicated word, basically foundation
Yeah.
is the ultimate test for a makeup brand. If you can get that right, then
Yeah.
to me, you get that tick mark.
Exactly, and that's it.
Well,
Like,
we're super excited. I can't
thank
wait to
you.
try it.
Yeah.
You're gonna teach me your easy bake technique.
Yes.
And I'm gonna do some techniques
You
that
can do
I'm
my
really
makeup,
into
my
right
lips
now.
too, right?
I'm gonna
Yeah,
do your
I'm gonna
lips
try your
and
lipsticks.
my favorite technique of applying blush. So let's do that.
I can't wait.
Okay, so I am going to be applying our latest launch. It's called Creme Lipstick, and I just want to show you because I know you're going to appreciate this. Can you see the monogram
I
on the
love
lipstick?
that detail.
Isn't that beautiful?
I love the detail.
It's just beautiful, and it has a logo right there.
Yeah.
It has hyaluronic acid in, so you know what that does for your
Love.
lips. And I really, really want to know if we are going to pass the Huda stamp of approval.
All right, ready?
Doesn't it feel almost like a little bit of like a lip balm?
It feels so buttery. It feels so buttery. Oh, I love this color. What's this color?
This color is panache.
Can I have this?
Yes,
I love it.
Yay!
I'm taking this with me. This is beautiful. Feels amazing. And I love that you put hyaluronic acid in it. It's so
Yes.
good. That's so great.
It looks beautiful on
I
you.
love it. And I feel like it goes with my vibe. I love it. I actually love the colors. I know we were choosing and it was kind of hard
Yeah.
to choose, but I love the colors.
It's really, really
I can really have
incredible.
this, right?
You can really have
I'm
it.
taking it. Yeah, I'm taking it.
Okay, and the next thing that I'm gonna do, which is my current favorite tip, this is our liquid illuminating highlighter. And I just gonna
I've seen you do this.
Yes.
I've been wanting to try it. I've been wanting to try it. I think I sent you a
You sent me the
message
video.
too.
Yeah,
I was like, how do I get
messaged
this?
me my video. And this is the creme blush. This color is
Beautiful.
Sweetheart Pink, which is our best-selling
Are
shade.
you wearing it?
This is what I'm wearing right
I
now,
love.
and this one is in rose shade.
I like that you really diffuse it with the highlighter. I think that's a really nice technique.
I think it just really brings out the glow, and it gives you that color payoff, but it also gives you this incredible highlight. So I'm gonna put it right there.
I love.
Just
I
see
can
that?
feel it. Oh, this is beautiful.
Isn't
And
that
you're
amazing?
wearing it now, and I can
Yes.
see it on your face. This is so beautiful.
From there.
Can you put up my nose? Keep going.
And I'll do
Keep
this
going.
side.
Keep going. Yeah, I like that. Exactly.
Wow.
Oh, I like it. I can't believe how easy that was, and on top of my makeup.
And it just blended right into it, right? So it's
I was
incredible for touch-ups.
A little scared on top of my powder. This is beautiful. I did actually put some on my body because I was so amazed with the bronzy color you had.
Yeah. I'm gonna put some
I love
there.
it. It's so beautiful.
Yay.
Oh my goodness.
These are my
Check,
two
check.
favorite
Yeah,
check.
check, check. You can see it from like afar. My cheeks are
Oh my
puffing.
god, that looks incredible on camera.
I love it. You should be proud.
I'm really proud. This is great. Yeah, with a stamp of approval.
I love it. I love it.
All right.
Am I doing yours now?
Yes.
Are you ready? So I'm gonna try a light version
Okay.
of the Huda Beauty under eye. I'm really passionate about under eyes, so what we like to do is a little bit of color corrector, which I know might sound a little intimidating because you don't need color corrector.
No, I do. I always use the orange color corrector.
Do you? Okay.
Under my eyes.
Under your eyes. I've seen you without makeup. You actually don't need a color corrector. I've seen you perfect. But I like to add it with everyone, no matter what their makeup is, just because I feel like it just helps the concealer not be too yellow or too beige. So I always like to add it, and it gives you more of a
excited.
skin finish. Yeah.
I'm
So I'm gonna mix these two shades. I'm gonna go ahead and put a little bit of Cherry Blossom. This is the shade I'm wearing.
Okay.
Which you can see the shade. Does that look
Yeah.
like a color corrector?
It almost looks like a color corrector or a concealer, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna mix a little bit of concealer,
Oh, I
really,
love
really
that.
light. And I'm just gonna use a sponge just to give me a very light application. You can see it's very, very light. Yeah, amazing. Oh, it's so nice.
It feels light. That's what I like about it, you know?
Yeah. It has some beautiful ingredients inside of it, which is really important. And the corrector also has beautiful ingredients like niacinamide, vitamin C.
That's great for brightening.
Yeah, exactly. And I'll just do one side and then I'll let you check it out. And I'm gonna just seal everything in with a little Easy Bake. This is our secret product. Not our secret
This
product.
is the famous.
This is
Easy
the
Bake.
famous Easy Bake. I know you like softer glam, and you tell me what you think. I like to apply the highlighter after I bake.
Yeah, I think that's always the better way to do it. Oh wow! Oh my goodness, that's like a big difference. Wait, I don't want to smile, otherwise you're not going to see. Can you see that? That's like,
It's beautiful, right?
that's a big difference.
Yeah.
Okay, now she has to do the other.
Yeah, of course.
I'm going to be.
Do you like it?
Yeah, I really love that.
And if you add it with your beautiful mix of highlighter and blush,
Then it's perfect.
done. It's beautiful. I love that. You know the girl. You've done your makeup a million
Yep.
times, yeah. Do you ever like to do your friends' makeup for fun?
You know, I do. Yeah.
It's fun. It's always like, I feel so therapeutic to have your makeup
It's a
done.
little bit like a meditation for me. I can just kind of zone out.
I completely know what you mean.
This new.
Absolutely. And I always like to apply very small amount of Easy Bakes.
Okay.
So there's not too much product on here, like when
Yeah,
you see
just
it.
to dab it off.
It doesn't look like there's a lot of product, but there's just enough. This is that kind of soft sculpt, but it just gives you that glam, and that's it. Yeah.
How does it look?
I think it looks beautiful. You like
Really,
it?
really- I really love it.
Oh, I'm so
I really,
happy.
really love it. I'm going to now call you every time I have a red carpet, or
I will
if I'm
be
going
there.
to a big event.
Don't-
Can you please come do the Easy Bake technique for
I
me?
will do
Thank
everything for you.
Just a short flight. Come on over.
No problem. I'm serious. You call me.
And I'm so happy that we finally got to
Me
meet after so
too.
long and have
5
this
years.
incredible conversation.
5 years, and we're shooting some more content too.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I think like they might like eventually
Yeah.
like throw us out.
They're gonna
of-
kick us out.
Kick us out of
But
this
I am
room.
going with her afterwards. I love her.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm going with her afterwards.
Everyone else can go home. Thanks. Bye.
Bye.
Mind.